Welcome to Oracle SQL and PLSQL session. Hello everyone. Very good morning and good evening to all. So next topic is collections. The collections are used in some of the most important performance optimization features in PLSQL. You can go for bulk collect. Yes, you can use for bulk collect. You will use this collection only. So we'll be using select statement that retrieve multiple rows from a single fetch, increasing the speed of data retrieval. Same way, you'll be using one keyword in PLSQL called for all. So if you use for all, yes, this is also be used in bulk collect and rest of the PLSQL code. Like for all means it will take all the data, insert, update, or delete. So that use collections to change multiple rows of data very quickly. A collection is an ordered group of logically related element, but record is different data type element. A table functions, yes, PLSQL functions that return collection can be called in the from class of a select statement. Yes, we can take functions also. Main purpose of using collection is to improve the performance. Using collection, we can load all the record once from the database into local memory. Okay, if you have huge volume of data, so you remember the context switching. So you have the SQL block, PLSQL block. Whenever you are using any PLSQL block, so it will go to the database, the SQL engine and PLSQL engine. There should be a context switching. It if you are making more context switching, then it will take a lot of memory. To avoid that, if you use collections to load all the data, so whatever the data we need, all the data into a database, from the database to your local memory. Then if you want to perform the operations, okay, whatever the operation you want to perform, local memory means you are bringing in the data to your PLSQL block. Okay, so that means it store the data into your local memory. So it reduces calls to the database. But context switching will be reduced. Okay, so that's what you can do. Collections will be used, but collections are logically grouped same type of elements, and the record is nothing but it's a different data types. As I told, the collections are same way. Is used most importantly for performance tuning. Okay, whenever you want to avoid the context switching between the SQL and PLSQL engine, then you can go for these collections. Okay, so you can use the different keyword like bulk collect for all table functions. All this you can use these collections. Okay, using collections, we can load all the records from database. Yes, we have seen this. We have three different types of collections, right? See here, this is what the record. In a collection, the internal components always have the same data type are called elements. In a record, the internal components can have different data type called field. So here it is an element, here it is a field. Okay, so scalar data type we have seen. So what is a scalar data type? What is the record type? And record type examples we have seen. But collections, we can go for collections. If you see the collections, a collection is an order group of logically related elements. Okay, sometimes in the real-time project, so you'll be having a address field, right? So the address is like a single field address. But the thing is, how it will be stored in the database. We want to store this address, say for an example, your name. Okay, your name and your your date of birth. Okay, date of birth, your skill set, all this you are mentioning. You are mentioning here address. Okay, address. We are not storing it as a single column. See, in address, we need to take like a array of values. So first value, we have to store the door number. This is one data type only, but we are taking array of values. Yes, first one, door number. Second one, the index will have street name. Third one, you'll have area, city, state, and postal code. So like this, in one single array, you'll have all the values. Okay, this is called a collection. So collection is ordered group of logically related elements with same data type. The door number, street name, area, city, state, postal code, everything should be a varchar2 data type. That's what we have to define. And if you see this, yes, you know already this record type. So type we are defining, and this is a record. It's a keyword record we are mentioning. Collections, we do have three different types. So one is V array, it's a variable array, nested table, okay, nested table, and the third one is associative array. Okay, associative array or index by table. Normally we'll call it as associative array or index by table. Say in the V array and nested tables, so if you take V array and nested table, so both will have the index part, okay, the value, the array of value it is storing, right? If you take, so this is the array of values it is storing. The index value will be defined by Oracle. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 is nothing but it's a door number. 2 is nothing but street name. 3 is nothing but it. This way, if it is storing the value, then this index will be created by and maintained by Oracle. Okay, so we are not going to maintain. Okay, this index will be maintained by Oracle. But we do have some differences between VRA and nested table. But this one is like a key value pair. Okay, so like this, we'll create a key, corresponding value, we'll store it. See, for this key value 1, what is the value here? Key value 2, what is the value here? So key value 3, what is the value here? It's like a key and value we will create. That is what index by table. This is called index. This is called value. Associative. So both are associative. That is called associative array. So variable array, nested table, index by table, associative array. See what is variable array? If you see this, this is a definition by Oracle. So variable array, so it's a variable size of array, is nothing but is an array whose number of elements can vary from 0 to the declared maximum size. Actually, for the V array, we have to define the maximum size of the array. Okay, it is one of the state data structure, right? Yes, we will define our own structure. It will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See here, they are just mentioning the grades. So BC, some value they are storing. Okay, it's called elements. Okay, so V array of maximum size 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have already defined 10, but as of now, they have stored 7 values. To access an element of VArray variable, use a syntax called variable name and index. So index, the lower bound of the index is 1. Yes, the upper bound will be whatever we are defining it. The upper bound is the current number of elements. It might be the 10 or anything. The upper bound changes as you add. So you can add, but you have to declare here, declaration part itself. If you delete it, it will be, so it will be deleted. So a lot of methods are there. So you can use some methods to use this. Okay. So I will tell you what it is. We'll go for, see, for any collections, you have to follow these 5 steps. So first you have to define, declare, initialize, assign, access. So that is what you have to use. The collections. This is the way you have to do. What is define? So how can I define? The same way. See, collection or record, this is the way you have to do. Record means we are mentioning that, okay, it's type of record, right? But here, the keyword type, we are creating the data type, right? Yes, type. This is the data type name, VRA type. Simply, this is a data type name, like a varchar to all this, right? Same way, this is the keyword of VArray. Okay, VArray. How many elements we are defining? Maximum 8. See, up to maximum 8 only we can go for. If you want to go for 20, yes, you have to initialize first itself 20 of all our varchar2 data type. So everything like varchar2 data type. See, on the same data type only. It's not like another data type. See here I have one collections. See, sometimes you'll be seeing in PLSQL code a keyword called type. It might be a record type or it might be a collection type. If there's collection type, you'll be seeing the 3 different collection type: VArray, nested table, associative array, or index by table of varchar2. See, maximum I'm defining 8. So just whatever the data type here, VArray type, so that should be declared here. So of type this one, this is the variable name. So vColor is the variable name equal to VArray type of. So if you are defining 8 elements, so all the 8 elements you have to initialize it. If you are initializing here itself, then after that you can give different value. Okay, 1 index value 1, I'm just giving value like red. Index value 2, I'm just giving the value like black. So this way I'm just giving the value. And if I'm going for V color of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it will print like green. So if you want to go for some address data type, you want to store and you have to do. Yes, initialization, yes, you have to do. So yeah, how many numbers you are doing it, that is the number it will take. So I will give you an example here so that you will get clear idea. So I have given some explanation here, just go through that. So index value, what is element? Okay, all this I have given methods, a lot of methods are available, and 3 types of collections. So one is associative array, nested table, and VArray. So first we are seeing the VArray. VArray is nothing but can be used in PLSQL block, in SQL statement, and as the data type of columns in a table. So VArray are always dense and indexed by integer. When a VArray type is defined, you must specify the maximum number of elements allowed in a collection declared with a type. The associative array is the most commonly used collection type. Yes, associative array, we are defining the, but nested table have some powerful unique features, so that can simply the code needed to use your collections. Okay, so nested table, the upper bound we can, after that we can modify. So that's a use. So why it is called variable size? But variable size means you can define, for an example, this VRA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements, right? After that, if you want to define some 10 elements, yes, you can define 10 elements. But you have to define variable size. So you have to maximum size, you have to define it. So upper bound we have to define. So V arrays is nothing but variable size array. It's array of value. It's a predefined size. Index starts with 1 and cannot delete elements. Okay, elements by index. In that way, I can say. So elements by index we cannot delete it. But if you are deleting the elements, all the elements will get deleted. So I'll go for, if you want to create the collections, use the collection, first we have to define. Okay, I have defined. So this is the one defined. Then declare. Okay, so declaring the column called address. There's a variable called address of this particular data type. It is not a single column value. It will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 values it will have. And I'm just assigning one record for that. Okay, so if you want to go for more records, you have to use looping concept. So you have to use address of 1. I'm just using this G2, 2, ABC flat number, this one. And I'm just accessing the 4. Okay, so I'm just using this. If you see this, what is the value? Okay, there are 4. I want to take only the, so 4 is nothing but you can go for 1 is nothing but your door number, your flat name, your area, address line number 1, address line number 2. This is what they will store the database. So wherever they are collecting all your address for the delivery, all the information, right? They will store all the address like array of values. So initializing first values, we are not defining right here, just we are initializing it. So I'm not initializing here, just I'm using this. So if I'm going without initializing it, so all the 7 you have to do. So if you are doing it 3, so it will not be used. See here, reference uninitialized collection, right? So as I told, you have to initialize first. See these steps you have to follow. Define, declare, initialize, assign a value, access it. So access is nothing but this is called assigning a value. Accessing is nothing but so which element we want to take. Okay, so this is what accessing the element. Okay, so this is 4. So it has more methods. So collection will have more methods also. If I'm not using initialize, it will not be used. You cannot use it. And I'm not initializing all the values here. Just I'm using only 4 values. I'm just initializing. See, for collections, we have to first these 7 steps we have to follow. So first you have to define it. For these 5 steps you have to follow. Initialize it. If you don't initialize, the collection cannot be used. Okay. So define, declare, initialize, assign, and access it. Initializing the value with null. But if you want to initialize with any other value, yes, you can initialize any other value. So how can we pass the value dynamically? So we have to use any select statement, the cursor, all this. So declare type v array, type is v array of 7, and I'm just defining only 4. Okay, so here I'm initializing 4. So if you don't use these values 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'm just using only 4. So it will be used. But the thing is you can go up to 7. Okay, 7. But I have initialized only 4. So those 4 only you can use it. If you're using 5th one, okay, even 5th one, so you'll be getting error. Subscript beyond the count. Okay, this is a subscript. It is beyond the count. Okay, so we have initialized only 4, but we have used 5. Okay, so define and declare is same. No, this is define, right? What is collection? Okay, collection is structure, same like structure in C. Why do we need this collection? Can you create in varchar 2? Okay, so in number data type, can you store 2 values, 2 column values? Is it possible? Number data type will be able to store 2 column values. This value and this value, is it possible? Is it possible to store 45 and 67? No, right? But I want to store. Okay. We have assigned as null, null, null. Initialize it. We have initialized with null. If you want to go for any other value, yes, you can initialize with any other value. If so, we have defined like varchar. That's why we have defined like null. If it is integer data type, we should have initialized with 0, 0, 0. Okay, something like any other number you can initialize, no issues. But here you are giving any other different value. So that's why we have defined. So we are initializing it. This is declaration, the definition part, and declaring the address. What is address here? It is a variable. Variable of type. What is the type? What is the type? What is the variable type, data type? It's a VArray type. So address is a variable of type VArray type. What is VArray type? It's a variable array of 7. So it has a lot of methods to access each element. So we have methods. So what are the different methods are available? So these are all the methods. Say for an example, this one we have seen, and collection methods. We have different methods. So one is limit. So if I want to access each element, you can use this method. So method is like nothing but functions, right? Same way, the collection methods, you can use limit, maximum number of value of VRA. So what is the maximum value of VRA? This array, this one, 8 is the limit. And count is how many elements are stored in the VRA. Okay, so how many elements are stored here? Actually initialized. So how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will give you 8. If you are initializing only 3, then it will give you 3. So first index value. So index value is 1. Immutable means you cannot change it. The index value, can you change? No, you cannot change it. Even you could not delete any element by index. Last means last index value. Here you will get 8. Trim means last element will be deleted. So if you're using trim of 1, trim alone, then this element will get deleted. You'll be getting limit as 8, count as 7. Delete means delete all the elements in VRA. You cannot delete elements specifically. Extend the number of elements. Yes, you can go for extend. Prior n is nothing but index of prior element. Next n means index of next element. The prior of 6 will be 5, next will be 7. So that's what you will get it. Okay, so if you see this, in between we cannot append. Okay, that's what I can say. In between we cannot append. So we have to go with the value 1, 2, 3, 4 in this way. See, first time how many value I'm just initializing it. How many values I'm just initializing it? I'm giving maximum VRA values 8, but I'm giving only 3. 1, 2, 3 of this one variable type. So V color of 1 is 1 equal to red, black, blue. So what is the one you will get it here? Color of 1 you will get red. Limit you will get 8. Count you will get 3. First you will get 1. Last you will get 3. Prior to 3 you will get 2. Next of 3 you will not get any value. So you will get null. After that I'm just extending 1. Extend of. So if you extend 1, then you are counting it. You will get count 4. Then you will be getting next of 3 will be 4. You are trimming it. Trim means last element will get trimmed. Then after that, if you are counting, same 3 you will get it. So what is the count value here we are getting, right? Same count will get it. Delete means all the element will get deleted. We will get null value here finally. See the same one. Should have printed here. So first one, red we are getting, right? Color of 1 is red. Yes. Then limit you are getting 8. Yes, totally we have 8. Count is 3 only. So why? Because as of now we have 3. First is 1, last is 3. Prior of 3 will be 2. Next will be null. So why? Because totally we have only 3. That's why next you are getting, next of 3 you will be getting null. But you are extending 1. After extending 1, we are getting count will be 4. But instead of 1, if you are extending 3, so already 3 are there. Again 3, you will get 6. Okay. But if you are extending 5 you can extend, but 6 extending. Can I extend 6? Is it possible? No. Why? Already 3 is there. If you're extending 6, it will be 9, but you have defined only 8, right? You get error. The subscript was greater than the limit of VRA. Okay, so check the program logic and increase the VRA limit if necessary. So, but if you are going for 5, up to 5, the code will be executed. So previously, what is that value? After that, what is the value? You can see here, right? See, limit you are getting 8, count is 3. After that, after extending, counter you are getting 8 only. So next will be 4. After that, you are trimming one element, you're getting count equal to 7. Finally, you are deleting all the values. So nothing will be there in the VRA. It will be empty. Okay, so that's why you are getting count equal to 0. So we cannot specifically delete some element. Okay, can I delete the element by index? No, I cannot delete it this way. You'll get error. Okay, so wrong number of type of argument in the delete. Yes, delete we cannot pass the number. So we cannot pass any value here. So these are all the methods. To access the element in the array, we have to use this value. If I want to increase the size of this, you have to go here only. So you have here itself, the declaration part itself, a definition part itself, you have to go for increase. So how can we delete the value? By VRA, we cannot delete by index. That's a limitations. That is what VRA. If you want to delete it, you have to go for nested table. So nested table, you can delete the element by index. But here you cannot do it as you add or delete elements. But you cannot delete the element by index. In VRA, we cannot delete the elements by index. See, but it cannot exceed the maximum size. Whatever the maximum size we have defined, we cannot exceed beyond that. The database stores a VRA variable as a single object. The database stores a VRA variable as a single object. Okay, it's a single object. It will be stored like this, the single object. If a VRA variable is less than 4 KB, it resides inside the table of which is the column. Otherwise, it will reside outside that table, but on the same table space. They will keep it in the separately if it is more than 4 KB. Okay. So to get value of each index, yes, you have to use 1, 2, 3, 4 in that way. So this is index. This is the value. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This way you have to use. In nested table and variable array, this is the index value. So index value, we cannot change it. But in VRA, the maximum upper bound, we have to define it, right? The upper bound, we have to define it. But the nested table, upper bound in the runtime, you can change it. The upper bound changes as you add or delete elements, but it cannot exceed the maximum size. Okay, so next one is nested tables. So we have seen variable array. So this is what the variable array, and we'll have the methods. And the next one, for an example, I want to go for, okay, something like a different one. Okay, the limit. So here I do not want to go for any limitation. Okay, the number of element I do not want to go for. Whatever the number of element we want in the future, I have to increase it. If you want to go for in that way, then you have to go for nested table. If you see this nested table, the same way you have to use type variable, the data type name here is table. This is the keyword. If you're seeing something called a table, it is a nested table. Okay, nested table of varchar2 of 40. So all these are varchar2, it's a 40. And this data type, this is a variable name. And I'm just giving this value. So how many values I'm giving? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So first I'm defining 8. I'm giving all the values. So 4 is nothing but yes. See, this way you can give the upper bound, but here we are not we are giving any upper bound. Just we are defining the nested table up while in the initializing it. So how many elements we want? Just we are initializing it. Okay, but here I'm just initializing 4, but I'm giving more values. Okay, then you'll get error. Okay, so on leave, see here, you'll be getting more values, right? You'll be getting error. So yellow, yes, you are getting error here. Subscript beyond count. So why? Because I have used 4 here. I'm using more than 4. But if you don't use, then that's fine. You'll get the value. So color of 4 equal to green, you will get it, right? So, but after that you can extend. So we have defined only 4 here. But if I want to extend, yes, you can use the keyword called extend. See here, I just used 3 here. 3 values I have defined here, but after that I want to go for 4. 4 more values I have extended, but fourth value I'm giving green and color of 4. If you get limits, so what is the limit you will get now? Same limit I will print here before. Limit and count I will print here. Okay, you can see this. Okay, so just I'm using only 3 here. Okay, first I thought, okay, I can have only 3 elements, but after in the program, I need more elements and count equal to 3. Okay, but if you are not using here, but count equal to 2, right? You will get in this way. Limit, you will not get it. Remember, the limit keyword, you will not get in the nested tables. So why? Because there is no limit for this. That's why you will get null value. So you have to remember this. For nested table, there is no limits. Okay, limit is only applicable for an VRA. So that's why you are getting null here. Okay. Count, you will get it. Count 3. After that, you have extended 4. So count equal to, next time you are getting here 7. So index of first will be the 1. Okay. The first index. Last means last index. So last index value is 7. So index of first element, index of last element. So these are all the methods are available in nested tables. But remember, the limit will not be printed. Okay, so here in nested tables, you can delete the element by defining the index number. See here, I'm initializing 3. I'm just printing it. Count, you will get 3, right? Then extending 4. After that, if you are counting, after extending, you are counting. So how much you will get it? You will get count equal to 7 now. Limit, you will not get it. You will get null. And the index of the first element, all this. And delete means you are deleting all the values and count your, but you can delete a particular element. See, I want to delete 2. Okay, so 2, I want to delete it. After deleting it, I'll go for 2 here. I'll go for 3 here. I'll go for 1 here. 2, 3. Okay, so you can see here. I'll show you first. So first we are defining 3, right? Color of count will be, you'll be getting 3 only. Why? Because I'm just initializing it 3. After that, I'm extending 4. Okay, the fourth element will be green, right? Fourth element just we are printing here green. Next will be limit. So limit you will not get it null. Then again you are getting count 7. So why? Because here I have increased 4. That's what I'm getting count 7. So first will be first index value, last index value. So prior to 3, you'll be getting 2 and color of 1. Okay, so 1 we are getting red here, right? So after that, 2 we are not getting. Okay, so here, so delete of 2 from last 2 element will get deleted. Okay, so 1, 2. So that's why blue and green has been deleted, right? Delete of 2. How many elements are there? 4. Green and blue. So up to black it will be there, right? So that's why the 2 we will get it. Okay, so first it is giving first and then prior to, and we have deleted one element and the first one got deleted, red, black, blue, green. Okay, so I'm just deleting from here. Okay, color of one is finally I'm printing. Color of one is red and two is black, three is blue, and after deleting it, it is deleting all the values. Then you are counting 0. Okay, so here after deleting the values, I'm printing the same one. After deleting it, if you print the same one, we are not getting anything. Okay, so after deleting, we will not get it. So if you are deleting, so from here, okay, so it is you are deleting the value of red. So index actually it got errored out. I haven't noticed here. See, if you see this, V color of delete one, we have 4 elements, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, but I'm deleting first one. See, it is possible in nested table. So this element, I'm deleting it. After that, you should not print that element. If you are printing, yes, you will get error. But 2 and 3, finally it is getting here, right? Yes, you are getting it. If you are going for the count now, see here count is 6. One element got deleted. Okay, so here I'm going for 4. So 4 means the fourth element you should not print here after deleting it. Okay, so like this you can do, but fourth element I'm not printing. You are getting right red, black, blue, and last finally you are getting 6. Okay, so this is what you can go for nested table. But if you are deleting all the element will get deleted. Finally, you will get error. You are accessing the count, right? After that, you are getting count, you will get 0. It will not be errored out since you are deleting all the elements. So from here, if you put delete, then it will get deleted all the element. If you are making delete of index number, that particular index value will get deleted. See like this, you can put index. So which element I want to delete it? Okay, so I want to delete some element here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some element I want to delete it. Is this element alone I can delete. So this will not be a continuous value. Okay, so in nested table, you will not have continuous value, but in the V array, we will have continuous value. So why? Because you cannot delete it in between. So is the difference between nested element is limit and variable size? Yes, correct. So but we can delete by index. Yes, we can delete by index. So that's what we have deleted. So based on the index value, we can delete it. And even if you see this, so exist. If V color of exist of 2, then we are printing. Else elements not available. So instead of going for the error, right? So previously we got the error. So instead of going for error, so you can use this keyword called exist. Okay, if second element is exist, yes, it is exist, right? Okay, so what is this? We'll see. See, if you see this type nested table of varchar2, just I'm making the 3, 1, 2, 3, then I'm extending 4 more elements. I'm just making the fourth element is green and I'm trimming 2. If delete means index by value, you can delete. But trim means from last you'll get trim. So you are trimming last two elements, right? Green and blue, you are trimming it. Delete of 2 means deleting black, and you are going for color of 4. Here we are extending it, right? 1, 2, 3. Again, we are extending 4. Totally 7 will be there. 7, fourth will be up to here. Then you are trimming 2. Okay, so that's what it's remaining. Okay, so if you see this, totally we will have 7 array of values. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, first 3 we are defining. Again, we are extended 4. Then we are having red, black, blue, and then green, right? Yes, you will have. Then trim of 2. Trim of 2 means these 2 will be trimmed. Okay. Then delete of 2. Delete of 2 means the second will get deleted. So that's why if you are printing 4, it's printing 1, 2, 3, 4. It is printing green. Okay. And limits. So limit you are getting null. So for nested table, you will not get any limit. After that, you will be getting count 4. Why count 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is null value you have already. Right? Count 4. Then index of first element will get 1. Index of last element will be 5. See 5 only, right? Index of last element. Last two element we have trimmed it. 5. If v color dot exist 2. 2 is exist? No. Right? No, right? If you exist, we are printing. Otherwise, we are printing not available. So it is printing not available. If you are going for 3, 3 is available. The color of 3 is available, right? If you are going like this, so instead of element is not available, you will get the color of 3 is blue. So why? Because 3 is available now. So this is what you will get. So trim of 2 means trim will delete from the last. Okay. Trim of 2 means last 2 element will get trimmed. So trim means last only it will come. So trim of 2, last 2 element will get deleted. But delete of 2 means delete, it will delete by index value, not like a trim. So delete of 2 means it will delete the index value. So this will get deleted. Are you clear what the trim will do? So trim of 3 means last 3 will get trimmed. If we have to delete first 3, no, first 3, you have to mention that 1, 2, 3. So delete of 1, 2, 3. Index by number you can mention. Last 3, if you want to delete it, you can go for trim of 3. Okay, if you want to delete first 3, you have to mention this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So index by number you can delete it. So now you are getting what is the use of delete and trim. So next one is associative array. See in this associative array, so we can, okay, so both VArray and nested tables, the index value predefined and maintained by Oracle. In associative array, the index and elements will be defined by the user. We can define. For an example, just I'm making associative array PLSQL. It's nothing but I'm making that procedural language for SQL. SQL, structured query language. Just this is a key value. This is the key and this is the value. Key value pair. So index and this is a value. So index we are defined. What is the data type? Index of varchar2. Value of varchar2. Here also index is varchar2 and value is varchar2. If you see this, declare type, v array type is table of varchar2. If you are seeing this index by, this is called associative array. You'll have the table. It might be a nested table or it might be a variable sorry, index by table. So that's why indexing is nothing but this is called indexing. We are indexing, we are giving instead of, see, if you see this previously, it should be 1, 2, 3. But here we are defining our own index value. So color of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are mentioning like that, and then we are accessing it. Same way, it is delete, but here we do not have any limit function, prim function, extend function. So why? Because we are not going to extend it. We have to define key value path. That's it. So that's why we don't have any extend. We don't have any trim. We don't have any limit. So only first, last, count. So delete means all this will get deleted. So if you see this is the one, right? First color of 3, you are getting 3. Then first, you can go for first, last is 3, count. So count we are getting, and after deleting it, if you are getting count, you will not get any count. Count 0. But instead of deleting all the values, we can delete the particular index value. Okay, color of 3 only I'm deleting. 1, 2, 3 will be available. So count you will get 3 finally. Okay, can we add value at the last? Yeah, you can add. You can add value at last. So here last only we can add. In between we cannot add it. If we want to add any value here, so you have to go for one more value, the index and the value. That's it. Okay. So sorry. So finally you can do it. So if you are printing again the count, you will get one more value. Count is 4. See, so you can add a value. This is our key, our own key and value, right? We are not defining like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything you can print here. Like you can mention like 1 and 3 and 5, 9. Anything you can print. This key value is our own value. We are choosing it.